The misery of illiquid, non-tradable markets. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Daily Update for Thursday, November the 19th, brought to you by the CTG Group, or Capital Trading Group, which is their formal name. Our only authorized letter of direction trader for futures and commodities. They do one heck of a job for us, and always happy to be able to do some business with them. And of course, they've got some great new products coming out, so certainly check them out. In the meantime, we call this a chop fest or a nothing to do, illiquid market, because there's nothing to do and it's an illiquid market. I mean, you can look all you want. There's been some moves up. There's been some moves down. We're on both sides of unchanged. Now, the NASDAQ and Russell are higher. The Dow and S&P are lower. But interestingly enough, the S&P was higher. It took me 30 seconds to walk from one office to the studio. And then the S&P turned lower by 10 points. So, again, this is nothing but an illiquid whip-around market. We are long. We're still long across the board. That has not changed. But overall, to try to day trade this or trading, it is tougher than nails, baby. To me, I'm about ready to turn the screen off and watch some more of my VSiN Sports and Information, Vegas TV. So we'll see what happens there. Bonds and notes are higher. Not a true surprise when you heard when you keep having Fed governors come out and talk. QE. I mean, it may lead to higher bond prices. I don't know. Let's see how much they overcompensate before they actually have the meeting in December. The metals, gold is at this key point as we've been talking about, and of course, we've been watching the number of 1850 based on the December futures contract. But this morning, it had a quick plunge down, and where did it stop? Exactly at 1850. In the meantime, it is still down about 14, 15 bucks, and silver's down, which we're short both. Platinum is higher, which we're long. So it's a nice little mix for a change. Crude oil is a little bit lower. We're still long, but again, it's had some nice positive movement. As much as I hate being long it, nat gas is under pressure again. Copper continues to defy the odds of the gravity and continues to go up. But again, look, we're not going to get in the way of it. We're long. The dollar is down. Excuse me, apologies. Dollar is higher. We are short, but you expect that you can see what's going on with the other ridiculous phony fiat currency system. So obviously, it's the dollar's turn to be higher today. As I said, it's a horrible trading market without the liquidity, without anything going on, and with the restrictions that have been put on traders now. It's better. Some days it's just better to watch or find something else to do. And again, you can sit and wait, but it's a very challenging market. And the more you sit in front of the screen, the more in danger you put yourself in, because the more tempted you are to hit the trigger on a trade. Anyways, the grain markets, they made a pretty nice recovery. I mean, soybeans were down big overnight, and now they're up on the day. Wheat's near flat, and corn's down a little bit, but you're going to get these pullbacks. As I say every day for now, we're long all the grains. But as a trader, you want to buy dips. You want to buy support in rallies, and you want to sell resistance and downs and sell-offs. And that's double tops on the way up, and sell double tops on the way down. That's how markets have worked forever. And we get too involved with all this fancy stuff. It's just very simple. Price action tells you everything. The meats, feeder cattle's up a touch, fat cattle or live cattle's down a touch, and the hog markets are down again. We're short. We're long cattle and short hogs, so it's a good trade. But I'm certainly liking and looking for a spot to get in hogs. Again, I won't do anything until the algorithm changes, but it's certainly appetizing here. And after the soft, huge runs up, we now see just some profit taking. Cotton is lower. We're still short. OJ is a touch lower. We're still long. Coffee is about flat. Okay, maybe a touch lower, but we are long. Sugar is a little bit lower, and we are also long, and cocoa is higher, and nicely higher, and we are long. So you can see that, this isn't even a fast-moving illiquid market, but when you have markets that have nothing in between them, you get bigger moves than you should out of nowhere, and then they just resort back, and it's, again, up to you. For me, I'll be resting the rest of the day. In the meantime, of course, we always have our great partners and sponsors, and one being Family Farms, which it's our goal to help educate farmers and help them, learn how to hedge better. In fact, I was on Market Rally Radio yesterday talking about it as well. I think it's just a smart thing to do. I mean, let's just be straight up. It's a smart thing to do to be hedged and to be protected. Our equity and options broker, trader, like I said, you could fund your IRA, for crying out loud, with the savings you'd make using Trader at $10 a month, or using, one of their better platforms that we do recommend as well, TradeHawk or Track and Trade, either $75 a month total. And that's all, and no commissions. So, I don't know what you're trading. I know where you're trading. It doesn't matter. But at $10 a month, how can you pass it up? Overall, I've never found anyone better to work with out of all of them. And I still have other brokerage accounts, I always tell you, okay? But I've never found a better place to work with that is accommodating, does them all they can to keep their members happy and their clients happy. And I mean, they go down like anybody else, but they've never had any major crisis when the markets are going nuts, as many others do. So to me, Trader is unbelievable. Plus the fact that we have now everything will be automated. It already is. I'm using it myself. But I'm obviously testing it. But if you don't have to be automated, but if you'd like to be automated and like to only pay $10 a month, well, Trader's your place. And of course, the commodity report, another weekly report came out, and what a great report. Andy Heck writes. He is the top writer for Seeking Alpha, also at one time in the world, was one of the biggest silver traders in the world. In the meantime, 40 years in the business, partner of Bubba Trading. And certainly you want to check out Technomental at BubbaTrading.com. In our high school program, which all we're trying to do is get it rebuilt. This whole pandemic, this whole thing, we sponsor it and pay for it anyways, with some help from people who help us at Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. That's patreon.com/Bubba Trading. And of course, we have Thursday Night Football tonight. Well, I don't have a real strong opinion either side. I mean, the stats favor, statistically, Arizona should be bet plus the 3. Is Seattle going to lose again? Their third in a row or fourth in a row? That's always, again, I don't have a strong opinion here. I would like for the old beer and a pizza, I'd probably make a beer parlay or whatever for Arizona, and the over would be what I'd be looking at. So in the meantime, no big deal. Not a big opinion. We're still reeling back from the Bears crap game. So in the meantime, everybody have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow with another Bubba's Daily Update, and hopefully there'll be a little bit better to say tomorrow than there is today. Take care, everybody. Have a great day.